Ame Nero. Me. State the name of the hormone that stimulates event A to occur. FSH1. 3. A3. We. Event C means that menstruating females lose blood regularly. Two females of the same age have different dietary needs because one has started menstruating and the other has not started menstruating. Suggest why the dietary needs of the two females are different. Any two from? Menstruating females need more. Iron. Iron is needed for. Hemoglobin. Red blood cells transport of oxygen to prevent iron deficiency anemia. 3b. During pregnancy, menstruation does not occur. Fig. 3.2 shows some of the organs of a pregnant woman viewed from the side. Describe what happens between ovulation and the formation of a fetus. Use the letters in Fig. 3.2 to support your answer. 1. Sperm male gametes are deposited in S. vagina or travel through R. cervix. 2. Egg sperm gametes travel to P. oviduct. 3. Enzymes from acrosome sperm digest jellycoat around egg. 4. Fertilization or fusion of nuclei of sperm male gamete and a female gamete egg. Cell. 5. Formation of diploid zygote. 6. Zygote embryo travels down P. oviduct or zygote embryo travels to T. uterus. 7. Mitosis cell division growth develop. Zygote embryo fetus. 8. Ball of cells embryo implants in T. uterus. 9. U. Placenta V. Umbilical cord between mother and fetus. 10. Delivery diffusion of named resource excretion of named waste via U. Placenta V. Umbilical cord, for example, named sperm adaptation for swimming, for example, mitochondria. Q. Ovary U. Placenta releases progesterone to maintain lining. Ref. 2. Cell specialization complexity of fetus named organs in fetus. 0610 underscore S21 underscore MS underscore 41 lumen or wall of left or right oviduct labeled Q. Area of uterus with darkest shading labeled R. Ovary labeled, vagina labeled T. 5b. Vomsifig. 5.2 shows a section through an egg cell at the time of ovulation. I. Explain why the egg cell contains stores of protein and fat. Any 3 from Ref. To making new cells after fertilization, making membranes, protein 4, making enzymes, making new, named cell structures, cytoplasm, fat protein, provide source of energy, energy for cell division, mitosis growth of cell metabolism. 5b. Describe the function of the jellycoat. Any 2 from hardens changes after fertilization entry of sperm, prevents more sperm entering. 5c. Fertilization results in the formation of a zygote. Describe how an embryo is formed from a zygote. Any 4 from Tia. Chromosomes DNA duplicate. Sais replicate. Sutsitsias. Chromosomes separate. Mitosis nuclear division. Zygote fertilized egg divides splits into 2 nuclear cell. Division mitosis repeated forming a ball cluster of cells. Cells are genetically identical. For example, cell specialization differentiation ref to stem cells. 0610 underscore S20 underscore MS underscore 43. 1. A. State 3 uses of energy in the human body. Any 3 from protein synthesis, transport in the phloem, cell division mitosis, meiosis, active transport absorption of ions from the soil, growth, movement muscular contraction, sensitivity, nerve impulses. 1b. 1 mark per correct row, function name of structure letter from Fig. 2.1. Assimilation of amino acids to produce plasma proteins liver K, storage of bile gallbladder, L, secretion of insulin pancreas C, absorption of fatty acids and glycerol small intestine, HD, secretion of pepsin stomach, B, digestion of starch, small intestine. 1c. Describe the role of the liver in the recovery from oxygen debt after strenuous exercise. Any two. From. Lactic acid is produced in muscles during exercise. By anaerobic respiration. Liver absorbs lactic acid from the blood. Aerobic respiration oxidation breakdown of lactic acid to carbon dioxide and water. 1D. Alcohol is a drug. Define the term drug. Any substance taken into the body that modifies or affects chemical reactions in the body. 1. ERI. State. 2 immediate effects of excessive alcohol on the body. Any 2 from. Depressant. Lengthens reaction time. SAS. Reduces self-control. Any appropriate effect on the nervous system described. 1. E. Trari. State 2 long-term effects of excessive alcohol on the body. Any 2 from. Addiction. Liver damage. 1. F.I. Pregnant women are advised not to drink alcohol as it may have harmful effects on the fetus. Outline these harmful effects. Any 2 from. Miscarriage. Premature birth. Low birth weight. Addiction dependence. Fetal alcohol syndrome. FOS. 1F. State 2 harmful substances other than alcohol that can cross the placenta. Any 2 from nicotine boa, pathogens virus. Any example, for example, HIV rubella, named heavy metals. For example, lead mercury, carcinogens, named toxin, uns, for example, pesticides, named medicinal drugs, named misused illegal drugs, for example, heroin, 0610_S19_MS_41, 4A tissue, cell structure, cell, organ, 4B fig. 4.1 shows the male reproductive system. Name of structure function letter on fig. 4.1 Testis. Production of sperm produces or releases testosterone. C. Sperm duct. Transport sperm but not urine. D. Urethra. Passage for urine and seminal fluid through the penis. A. Prostate gland secretes produces seminal fluid, nutrient-rich fluid, alkaline fluid. E. Scrotum/scrotal. Sac contains testes. B. 4C. Draw an X on fig. 4.1 on the structure where meiosis occurs. X on testis label line on testis with X. 4. D. Sperm and eggs each have a nucleus which is haploid. I. Define the term haploid nucleus. 1 set of chromosomes. 1, 4, D, lining it to. State the number of chromosomes in a human haploid nucleus. 23, 0, 610_S19_MS_42, 5. The testes are part of the endocrine system because they produce hormones. I. State the name of the hormone released from the testes. Testosterone 1, 5, A. The testes are also part of the reproductive system. This means that the testes are part of 2 organ systems. Complete fig. 5.1 by stating 2 other organs that also belong to 2 organ systems. 1 has been completed for you. 1 mark per box, but organ system must match organ. 5. B. The cells labeled M in fig. 5.2 are undergoing meiosis. Explain why meiosis is necessary in the testes. To produce gamete sperm for sexual reproduction. To have the number of chromosomes produce haploid cells, so that when fertilization occurs, the number of chromosomes return to the same diploid number, creates genetic variation. 5. CI, letter name function, P acrosome, contain enzymes, digests jelly coat. Q haploid nucleus, contains DNA half, number unpaired, single set of chromosomes genes, R mitochondrion releases energy, S flagellum, swimming, 4-1 mark per row, 5, D. Draw and label 1 human egg cell, include at least 1 labeled feature that is not found in a sperm cell. Dring detail, additional dring detail. Any DRN and labeled common cell. Structure, for example, nucleus, cytoplasm, cell membrane, mitochondria. DNA ribosome, RER, DRN, and labeled unique cell structure, for example, jelly, coat. Energy store, protein. Rich layer yolk, large volume of cytoplasm. 5. E. Describe what happens to a fertilized egg cell before implantation in the uterus. Jellycoat, a fertilized egg. Hardens, reference to zygote. Mitosis cell division, embryo forms. Moves down oviduct. For example, use of nutrients in cytoplasm. 6 Fig. 6.1 shows some of the many different varieties of potato, Solanum tuberosum, that are cultivated across the world for food. All varieties of S. tuberosum are classified as the same species. A. Define the term species. Group of organisms that can reproduce. Produce fertile offspring. 6. B. Fig. 6.2 shows a method of reproduction that some potato farmers use to produce more potato plants. Describe the advantages of the type of reproduction shown in Fig 6.2 in crop production. Genetically identical, quick, can reproduce even if variety is sterile. Described consequence of being genetically identical. For example, no pollinators required reliable, no harmful variation. 6. C. Potato tubers store starch. Explain why plants store starch. Energy, store sink. Example of use of starch in plant. As a reserve source store of energy when plant cannot. Photosynthesize dormancy winter, no leaves dark night. For example, insoluble.